Today I'm going to take you through a baby registry. I've got a couple items that I would not recommend you get, and one item that I actually think is really cool and you might be interested in getting. All right, so let's dive right into Amazon and check out the baby registry. First, we have a Tummy Time floor mat. I love how simple this one is. It doesn't have too many extra parts and pieces, and it's a great price. Then we have like this water mat. Love it as well. We did not have one of these, but it's under $10. And again, your baby can use it or roll off it. They're not stuck in it like a seat. I'm a fan in general. Next, for bath time, they went very simple here. 2 towels, 6 washcloths, and a baby tub support. On the towels, I would go a little more gender neutral and I would do a larger size. I did go into the details and it's 32 by 32. Try for 36 by 36 or even 42 or 48. Go for a toddler towel. Type that in instead of baby towel. Washcloths, it's a 6-pack. I would consider getting 2. 6 is enough if you do towel laundry frequently enough. But also if you're using these for other purposes, like, oh, baby's face needs wiped up and you grab one of these, up to you. Also, if you have multiple children in the future, you could want more than 6, but 6 isn't a bad number, okay? Then this Angel Care Bath Support, we did have this item. We liked it overall. Any way you bathe baby is tricky. They are slippery and you're just so nervous about them falling, and any support you use, it's still hard to get certain parts of their body. It's always tricky, and basically I wouldn't invest too much into the bath time support because you'll find different things work in different seasons. Next, moving into diapering, we have size 4, size 3, and size 2. So I like buying ahead on diapers. I like getting a variety of sizes because you'll thank yourself later when you're in size 4s and you're like, oh yeah, we have a box. And you get to save a little money that month. If you're blessed with a baby shower, spread it out. Don't just take advantage of it during the newborn phase. Next, okay, so this is the item I was kind of excited about and wanted to share. It is a diaper caddy with a lid on it. So it's got a zip, double zipper. This could be cool in your home, and maybe you don't, you keep the lid off of it. Might not be the best in your house, but totally up to you. It's something where, say you were going on vacation, all the diapers would be ready to go. Zip it up and throw it in the car. You're ready to go. Another option is to keep this in the car permanently. So this could be your backup bag. It's got diapers, it's got wipes, it's got extra clothing, even snacks that won't go bad could stay in there. Think about it. Consider if that would be a must-have for you to put on your own baby registry. Following that, we have another diaper caddy, which tells me they're probably going to use this in the car, probably use this one at home. I actually don't recommend the oval style. I would get a rectangular one. I feel like diapers fit better in a rectangle. I don't want one that only fits 5 diapers. That's not the point for me. I don't want to restock it every day. I like to restock it once a week. So I have a larger rectangle diaper caddy, and that's just my vibe. Next, we have some booty paste, diaper rash cream, some more. This one's kind of a variety pack, and it's got one of the spatulas. I feel like that's a little expensive. I'm guessing this one's very large. I probably wouldn't get this in case your child does not do well with that cream. If they're sensitive to it. Instead, I would just start with one that's small and give it a try. Next, we have some wipes. These look like they're kind of like water wipes. And then here we have size 1 diapers. So I think they did 1 through 4, which is great. People know what brand they want to try and people can support them on diapers. Next, for feeding time, we've got a 3-pack of bottles here. They look very breastfeeding friendly to me. Just the style of them kind of gives me that vibe. Next, we have a cup for when they're a little older. Now, I don't mind buying some cups in advance for when they get a little older. One negative to this Contigo is the straw. At least I believe on this one. I don't know about every cup they make. This one I believe is a hard plastic straw. So there's pros and cons. Hard plastic, if your kid is walking around and for any reason they fell, that straw could puncture the roof of their mouth, cause damage to their teeth, things like that. But rubber straws, your child can chew on it and they can actually break it off, choke on it, things like that can happen. So when it comes to straw cups, there's pros and cons, and either way, you just really need to be conscious of how your children are using them and make sure they're using them safely. If a rubber straw is getting chewed on, you need to replace it. It's tricky, basically. So next we have some Burt's Bees Burp Claws. Just blinking on the word there. It looks like a 5-pack. I don't love this style personally. I like a larger receiving blanket. Next, we have these. These look like more my style of a larger burp cloth. They remind me a little bit more of a receiving blanket. They're 20 by 10. So again, just a little bit bigger. All right, a little memory frame. I don't judge on memory stuff. You do what you want to do on that. Okay, grooming kit. I always say skip it because I think you get better quality like this and just get what you want to get. Okay, now I'm not saying spend a ton necessarily, but you're not going to use a lot of these items probably. So instead you're like, I know I want a hairbrush, get a hairbrush. I know I want a thermometer, get a thermometer. And I know I want nail clippers, get nail clippers. Don't get all this little junk. You don't need it. So like I said, a little hairbrush set. We have one very similar and it's cute. It's very cute and aesthetic. It's one of the few aesthetic things we have, I feel like. Then we got some lotion, CeraVe. Nose Frida, for some reason, is not pictured. That's kind of strange. Normally those show up. Pacifier, like medicine doser. I never used one of these. We just gave our kids the syringe of medicine and did our best, you know. Ma'am pacifiers. Okay, so ma'am pacifiers. I think we had a couple ma'ams and we did like them. I like the price. I like affordable pacifiers. Don't get $20 pacifiers that you're going to lose. All right, we have a digital thermometer. Once again, you had one in that grooming kit. You're getting a separate one here. Just get what you're getting. It's always good to have a thermometer in the house. We have a baby monitor. I love that this one has 2 cameras because when you have one child, maybe it has 2 cameras and they're both facing the crib. Great, cool. You got 2 angles. But then if you have a second child, maybe you want to move one camera into that room and then you still have 2 cameras in 2 separate bedrooms, but your monitor screen, this one does a split screen so you can see both children at the same time. I like that. Okay, I like that. Okay, next we have a little white noise machine. I'm not sure about this. We have the Hatch and I'm a big fan of the Hatch. So I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not sure on that price. I feel like if you were gonna find one this simple, it should be more affordable or get a fancier one that does more things. And then we have a 3-pack of sleep sacks. I would get gender neutral because these can get very expensive over time if you keep buying them for multiple sizes. And if you gotta do the laundry, you are gonna need multiple of these. I recommend gender neutral so all your kids can wear them. Get your money's worth out of these items. Next, we have a 2-pack of the waterproof mattress cover. It says for a mini crib. So they might be doing like a bassinet option. A 2-pack is great in my opinion. And then we have a 2-pack of sheets. This says standard crib sheets. So they might be doing a bassinet and doing a crib. I like these sheets. Maybe the top one's a little bit obviously girly, but I think it could go either way. I love the bottom one. Like that's my vibe. Solid, simple, easy. Okay, then we have some mini crib sheets. These are sheets and it's pink and purple. I would go more neutral. Ooh, what is this guy? Okay, so now we have a stuffed animal. And if you look, this matches this thing. And we're looking at 32 over here and 35 over here. So we're spending like $70 on an animal thingy and then another thingy. I would not do this. It even says rechargeable. This means you're plugging it in. This seems like a lot of work to me. I'm a fan of the Hatch. I can link a video where I go a little more into depth on it. That's on my other channel. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Hatch. So check that out in the description if you're interested in learning more on that. Okay, now we got 3 more sleep sacks, kind of like what was above. I like that these are more neutral. This is what I'm talking about. This is a good choice. Put this on your baby registry. Then a milestone blanket. We lived without one, but they are cute. They are beautiful. And yeah, you do get 12 months of use out of them, I guess. Okay, just a simple floral blanket. I don't think you should buy 10 different little like blankets for baby, but like 3 to 4. That's a good number. Get different ones that are different styles actually. And on things like burp cloths or receiving blankets or whatever, I recommend getting the same because then they all match and they fold nicely. But when it comes to blankets, I actually recommend going a little different because different blankets fit different situations, like a heavier one for really cold or a lighter one for even spring. Also larger ones or smaller ones, they fit different scenarios better. So a couple blankets, I don't have a problem with that. Pack of 1 pink. Okay, I'm assuming they're only getting 1 here. I really hope this is not 6 in a pack. Definitely want to do that. Now we have some more crib sheets and then these are mini cribs. So I think crib, we have like 4, mini crib, we might have 4 as well. Honestly, that's probably an okay number. I say about 3, but they come in 2 packs. I would say go fewer on the mini crib because, well, they're only in it for a while, but the time period that they're in that bassinet or mini crib, that's the time when they're spitting up and they're having blowouts the most. Now, when they're older, they're in that crib for longer. So it's nice to have more options of like for laundry and just whatever. I don't know. 3 is usually my sweet spot. So I'm not gonna critique 4 too much. Okay, next we got pack and play sheets and pack and play sheets. I would not get 4 pack and play sheets because how often are they in the pack and play? You know, I think 2 would suffice on that. Okay, so this is what they're looking like for that mini crib or bassinet. I am a fan of skipping the bassinet personally and starting out the crib from day 1, but that's just me. You do you. You can save some money doing that though. All right, now we have a hand pump and some nursing pads for in your bra. So they had bottles above and now we're looking like either they're gonna pump and bottle feed or they could nurse as well. So we might be doing a combination of things. That's okay. This hand pump is very practical if you're in a situation where having a like electric pump is not necessary or easy to use. This is super handy dandy. Okay. I didn't have one of these, but I see where it could have come in handy. Now I was with my baby pretty much all the time and I breastfed, so I didn't pump very often. Nursing pads. I love these nursing pads. I like that they are plain. versus sometimes they come in different colors. No, ain't nobody got time for matching them. And, you want them to be hidden under your clothing and in your bra and stuff. So I like the neutral. Go easy. Don't get colorful ones. Okay, this is like the car mirror. Now, old school, you put a mirror in the back seat and you used your mirror to see them through that back mirror. New school is you have a camera facing baby and you have a screen up front. Now, pros and cons. I think, is it more dangerous to look in your mirror at baby or at a screen at baby? I don't know that it makes that much of a difference. Honestly, the screen might be safer. Another pro con is the mirror to mirror. You don't have like light capabilities. Like when it's dark, you can't see your baby. Versus this camera, I do believe you can see them in the dark. Like it comes through the screen where you can't see them. So that's a pro. I will also say the price of these is amazing. So I feel like back when I bought mirrors, it was like 20 bucks a mirror. 30 bucks and it's a little fancier. If this was $70, I would say absolutely not, just use an old-fashioned mirror. But for the price, it's a pretty darn good deal. As always with these, all the links are going to be in the description. So if you're interested, go check it out. This is the Graco Slim Fit 3-in-1 convertible car seat. So this is probably one you can use from birth all the way up. My almost 5-year-old is still in a car seat that would look similar to this. You get a lot of use out of a car seat. So it is an investment. This actually isn't a bad price. I've seen a lot of them for more like $250. So great price. I love that it's a slim fit, whether you're having 6 kids or even just 1 or 2 kids. If you want other adults to fit in the car or other children, it is nice having a slim fit because car seats are so bulky. Even this will feel bulky. Now we are getting into toys and books. So on toys, one thing I will say, this first toy right off the bat, I love it. It is great for a newborn, but an older child can also work on putting those rings on, like the ring stacker. It just has a longer life to it than say a little baby rattle. Next we have a teether toy, the little remote thing. I don't know, some people are into this and it's like, that's your remote, mommy gets this remote. I almost feel like it encourages them to want to touch electronics. So I don't think it's my vibe. I wouldn't buy this for my child, but that's just being in my philosophy. And then we have Sophie the Giraffe. Now, Sophie the Giraffe got criticized a few years back about people cutting them open and finding them filled with mold. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's a little expensive, in my opinion, for that. Versus like these teethers over here, you're getting 2 of them and they're under $10. Now, would I get these? I still probably wouldn't, but I'm just not into having a lot of toys. I feel like babies don't need a lot. They can play with their hands, they can play with their feet, they can play with a couple of safe like spoons or measuring cups out of the kitchen. Just things that they're not gonna like choke on per se. I want to give them like a spoon with a long handle necessarily. I don't know, just random stuff. Okay, they can have fun with random items. This is a banana massaging toothbrush. This is a classic. A lot of people get it. It is good to start brushing your baby's teeth at a young age. It's good for their gums. It's good for their teeth. And it's honestly good for habit building of we brush our teeth every morning, every night, whenever you do it. Next, we have another little like teething ring type thing. If this is one that can go in the freezer, cool, not a bad price. I like ones that can go in the freezer and can come out. And also things like this that are just silicone, they can go in the freezer too. So don't shy away from that. Okay, yeah, like these are the kind of toys that I typically would skip. Just simple rattles where all they do is rattle. I would rather my newborn play with this that my 12-month-old can work on putting the rings on. They can chew on these little ones. They can hold these big ones. I would avoid getting like baby toys. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving on. Oh, the Baby Breeza. This thing is almost $200 and it's essentially, making formula into a bottle kind of thing. My problem with this, there was breastfeeding stuff on here. There were nursing pads and there was the pump. If you're going to give breastfeeding a try, why are you getting this? Just saying. And now if you are not successful at breastfeeding, that's okay. But buying this tells me you don't fully believe in yourself almost. When you buy breastfeeding supplies and pumping supplies and formula bottle feeding supplies, you're just buying everything and it gets very, very expensive. This is outrageous in my opinion, and technically you might even not use it. If breastfeeding goes amazing, you could not use this thing. Now, I don't know the situation. Is mom going back to work? Is mom staying home? Is mom going to pump at work? I don't know their business. I would only get this if I was having multiples or if I 100% said I'm not interested in breastfeeding. Like from day one at the hospital, I don't intend to breastfeed, which I breastfed my babies. But if I said I'm not doing it, then get this because you would use this from day one all the way through when they're done with bottles. Even still, I wouldn't get it because I'm too cheap for that. But yeah, sorry if that was a long-winded way of saying it, but just if you're going to give breastfeeding a try, don't invest in expensive formula products. That doesn't make sense. Next, we have 2 diaper bags. Now, this mom hasn't had their baby yet based on the date on the registry. So I'm wondering if they're still choosing between one. Hopefully they don't actually want both of them because I'm not into the 2 diaper bag thing. It is way too much work to stock 2 diaper bags. 1 is good. Go with 1. Next, we have a silverware set. It's like, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I would probably get 2 of those, just to be honest, with running the dishwasher. With sometimes they have a snack during the day, or once you have multiple children, I'd probably go ahead and get 2, just to kind of have it covered a little better. Protein shaker bottle. I don't know if that's for mom, dad, or making formula on the go, but that's their business. Now we have a baby bag organizer. Okay, this could be for travel. This could be for in the diaper bag. I'm not sure entirely. I would see if you just have something in your house that would work. Okay, we have random little bags here and there, and just make one of those for baby. You don't have to spend $16 more on something if you already have something that would work. Alrighty, so we have wipe dispensers as a 2-pack. Interesting. I don't see these very often. They're not a bad thing though if you buy a bulk thing of wipes and you want to take out like a pile and put them in there. What I have found lately is the bulk wipes cost the same as the individual packages of like 50 or 100 wipes, which is so strange to me. I feel like the bulk should be cheaper, but lately they're pretty well the same price. So interesting that they want to go this route. Okay, Melissa and Doug sensory little toy thingy. It looks like, what is this? Like a yogurt or something? Peanut butter and jelly. I would just try to find a little cheaper, honestly. And again, this is one that it doesn't grow with them. It's a very short-term toy. Aveeno Bath Time, up to you what you put on your baby's skin, but this is a nice little 4-pack that's kind of got you covered. Alrighty, cool. So that is it for today. Remember a couple items that I noted, like the sound machine, not interested in that little teddy bear thing. 2 diaper bags, need to come back and fix that. The diaper caddy with the lid, very cool. And do not get the baby Breeza if you are on a tight budget. Put that money towards diapers. I am going to put a baby registry on the screen right now. It will also be linked in the description if you do not see it. Please go check that one out and you can learn a few more baby